Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first episode of Pandemic Cooking with Unwilling Children. This is our star, Liam Paul. He's going to help introduce us today to some simple things you can make whenever the store runs out of stuff. So today, we're going to start with chicken noodle soup. And we're going to make our own broth, or stock, in order to make the soup. So the first step in making this is the stock. So here we go.
First, I'm going to show you everything that we need to make a stock.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're right, you need to wash your hands. Soap. Soap is really hard to get off. Now that our hands are washed, I'm going to show you everything we need to make the stock. We have a pot, chicken, celery, carrots, garlic, onion, whole black peppercorns, salt, bay leaves, and black pepper.
First, we've taken our chicken out of the package and taken the gizzards out. Anything on the inside of the chicken you want to take out, and our chicken was kind of frozen, so we ran it under some lukewarm water for a little bit to get it thawed out. Remember, anytime you touch chicken, raw chicken, or any surface you touch it on, make sure you clean it very good afterwards. So, first step, Liam, take the chicken, put it in the pot.
This is a lie.
Alright, and we're going to fill our pot up with as much water as we can. Remember, it's going to be cooking for a little while, so you want it to have enough water for the base of the stock, but it's going to have to make sure it doesn't boil over. Alright, Liam's going to wash his hands again after we put the chicken on the stove. Sorry, I forgot to remove our breakfast this morning. So Liam's going to wash his hands again since he handled the chicken, and we're going to wipe down the counter and the sink real good after we do this. But the first step is we're going to turn this chicken on, bring it up to a boil, and let it cook. Now, we're not adding anything right now because after it cooks, we're going to take it out, we're going to let it cool, and we're going to take all the meat off the bones. And then we're going to use the bones to make our stock even better. And that's when we're going to add all the vegetables. So, next step, we're going to let this thing cook, but we're not going to watch it.
Okay, so we've cooked our chicken. This is what the base of our stock looks like. And we're going to let the chicken cool. Once it's cooled off, we're going to peel the meat off of it.
We've moved to our second unwilling child cooking in the pandemic. And Lily's going to show you how to start taking the meat off the bone. So we have our bowl. Now she's going to start picking the chicken meat off the bone. Now, as you can see with Lily's method, this is going to take a long time. But this is what you do. Pull all the meat.
Ew.
We're going to pull all the meat we can off the bone. And then we're going to...
Disgusting. Can't.
Now that we have somebody that's not afraid to touch chicken, this is what it looks like whenever the meat is off the bone. First thing we're going to do is we're going to generally stop. What was it? Ready? First thing we're going to do is generally salt our stock base. This is not me doing this. The person is filming. Ready? Next, we're going to pour this water into the base. we're gonna put the bones in the base. That just be multiple.
Okay.
Bones in the base. So now that we have our bones in, let's take a look at our bone noodles. So we're probably gonna put some more water in there because it's gonna be simmering for a long time and it's gonna reduce. Now let's take a look at our water noodles. Should be good. So we got a lot of meat from this chicken, but we're probably not gonna use all of it. But it's good to be saving because you can use it for other meals, just like tacos, burritos, and salad and chicken and sandwiches and stuff. So we have our celery, our garlic, our carrots, and our onion. We've done a rough chop to them, and we don't need to peel any of the carrot skin or the onion skin or the garlic skin because all it's gonna do is just flavor the base. Alright, so we've turned the heat on, now we're gonna put all the vegetables in. And I took a shower before this, so don't get on me for not washing your hands. Yeah. Alright, so now that we got our vegetables in, we're going to put a little bit more salt, whole black peppercorns, and 2 bay leaves. Let's put this salt in. It smells quite good. This one right there. This one right there. So now that we got all of our stuff in there, we're going to bring it to a boil. Once it starts doing that, we're gonna put it to a simmer and then do that for at least a couple hours. Alright, so now that it's boiling, we're going to turn it down to a simmer and do this for a couple hours. And put this on top. So now that our stock's been simmering for about 3 hours, we have to strain it. So, a responsible adult has strained this into a pot. So this is our vegetables. We've sliced half an onion, 3 carrots, 3 celery stalks, and 4 cloves of garlic. Now it's time to put the vegetables in and start cooking.
Keep going. Go.
Alright. This. Alright, so now we're gonna stir it and we're gonna see if we need a taste, and we're gonna do a taste test to see if we need more salt and pepper. Alright, so we put in a decent amount of salt and pepper, and we've chopped up about half the chicken, and now it's time to put the chicken in there. So now we're gonna put it to a boil, and then to let the vegetables cook. And then once this is done, it's gonna be ready for noodles to go in. So we come to the final step. I'm gonna pour about half a bag of this in here. Like that. Now we're gonna stir it up and see how it looks. So this is a lot of stock in noodles. We like a lot of noodles, so I'm just going to put the rest of the bag. Now let's stir. Now it's going to take about 7 to 8 minutes and we'll be ready to eat. Alright, now that the soup is done, we're ready to serve it in. Take a big scoop, put it in. Another scoop. So this is the final product. This is our bread. This is our soup, our homemade bread. Let's try the homemade bread with the soup. And the homemade bread will be in our next video. Pandemic. Cooking with unwilling kids.
How's it taste?
It tastes quite good. That's how you make chicken noodle soup.